Episode 5. City Lord's Daughter. Those who witnessed the competition in the cafeteria were discussing it excitedly.
Have you heard? Teacher Adam just competed with the Academy's #1 teacher from the bottom, Teacher Xavier.
They competed?
Wouldn't Teacher Xavier have lost for sure?
Actually,
no. Teacher Xavier won. He casually guided a student and made his strength increase by 1-fold.
Increase by 1-fold? In his first guidance? Even Teacher August wouldn't be able to do that. Are you for real?
A lot of people saw it for themselves, and I doubt they're all lying.
For the student's strength to increase by 1-fold in the first guidance?
Sarah Kurtz scoffed.
It's definitely just luck.
Oxus City was the third largest city in the Olmec Kingdom, and Sarah Kurtz was the daughter of its city lord. From a young age, she had been put through top-class education. Her motive for coming to Anglewood Academy was to be accepted as August Jenkins' student. However, she didn't expect to hear that August would be inferior to Xavier before she even found him. Naturally, she didn't believe such rumors. A student sitting not too far away from Sarah couldn't help but respond.
Luck? I don't think that it's luck. After all, it's an increase by an entire fold. Just luck itself can't explain it.
You think that it isn't luck? Teacher Xavier is the one who scored a 0 in the teacher qualification examination and almost got fired. What capabilities do you think a guy like that would possess? If you don't believe me, I can unmask his facade right here and now.
Sarah Kurtz had had an impatient personality since she was young. Upon hearing someone praise the worst teacher in the academy, she became increasingly angrier. Two students stood up.
Fine. We also want to know whether the teacher is just all talk.
They, along with Sarah, walked out of the cafeteria to find Xavier's classroom. Pushing open the door, they walked in. Walking into the classroom, they saw the young man sitting in the teacher's seat, smiling foolishly to himself. No matter how they looked at him, he didn't seem like an impressive teacher. In fact, they started to feel uncomfortable.
You are Teacher Xavier?
After noticing the entry of the three students, Xavier stopped analyzing the Divine Library and turned to look at them. Yes, that's me.
We've heard that you won a competition against Teacher Adam, and the student you guided had an increase in strength by 1-fold.
Sarah Kurtz stated with clear disbelief in her tone.
If this is true, I'd like you to guide me to see whether you can increase my strength by 1-fold as well.
Sorry, but I'm not free. Xavier waved them away. Teachers also have their own pride as educators. They aren't performers willing to do tricks to the will of the audience. How could they just guide others just because they wanted them to? Besides that, what was with her attitude? It's not like he owed her anything.
Not free? Aren't you doing nothing right now?
Sarah could tell that Xavier was just trying to shake her off. She ground her teeth in anger. She told her friends that she would come and expose his facade. Yet she was being chased away without even getting a glimpse at his abilities. She felt embarrassed. I have to recruit students. I don't have the energy to fool around with an arrogant little girl, Xavier said calmly.
You?
Sarah's eyes widened in anger and disbelief. She was the daughter of a city lord and, not to mention, she was blessed with good looks. No matter where she went, people looked at her with admiration. However, not only had Xavier rejected her, but he also even said that she was fooling around. How hateful. She didn't care if he was a teacher. It was unforgivable.
What must we do for you to guide us?
Sarah asked, grinding her teeth.
Acknowledge me as your teacher,
Xavier replied calmly, looking at Sarah with a bizarre expression. Seeing how Xavier was looking at her as though she was an idiot, Sarah staggered.
Fine. I will acknowledge you as my teacher. However, if you teach me erroneously or give me bullshit, I'll expose your lies.
The two friends who came with her were shocked upon hearing her acceptance of his request.
Sarah, no! You can't. If you were to take him as your teacher, you won't be able to become Teacher August's student.
Hearing the persuasion of her two friends, Sarah hesitated. She was aware of the school's rules. After becoming a teacher's student, if the student wanted to acknowledge another teacher, they would have to first withdraw from the lessons of their current one. However, if they were to do so, the other teacher would tend to reject the student, especially a teacher as popular as August. You don't have the guts to? If you don't dare, just hurry up and leave. Don't hold up my recruitment of new students. Xavier waved her away.
Who says that I do not have the guts to?
She was still hesitating, but upon hearing Xavier's taunting words, Sarah exploded. Her eyes furrowed, and she said,
I will acknowledge you as my teacher right now. Let's verify our relationship.
Your attitude is too bad. Even though you want me as your master, I don't want to accept you.
Xavier waved her away yet again. It was natural to want to recruit obedient students just like Rose. However, Sarah seemed to be on gunpowder. Even if he lacked students, he was unwilling to admit her.
You...
She didn't expect that when she chose to acknowledge him as her teacher, that he still would refuse to accept her. Sarah could feel flames rising in her. She came here to expose his fraud. If she were to stomp away furiously now, wouldn't she be falling into his trap? Perhaps Xavier was intentionally trying to chase her away, so that his fraud could not be exposed. She couldn't let him get his way.
I will just admit it as my fault first then. After I expose your true face, you'll see how I can put you in your place.
Sarah thought to herself. Through her rage, she smiled faintly, exposing her white teeth.
Teacher, please don't get angry. I was disrespectful. I sincerely wish to become your student. May I plead with you to accept me?
Seeing her change in attitude, Xavier nodded his head.
I can accept you as my student, but before, I would like you to clean this room. I don't want to see a speck of dust here. Also, help me tidy up the washroom outside, scrub the toilet bowls clean. Afterward, I'll check in. If I'm satisfied with your work, I'll admit you under my tutelage.
Sarah felt her rage boiling.
Don't go too far.
Was she not the daughter of a city lord, a daughter of a noble? From a young age, she had never done any household chores, yet this man intended for her to sweep the room, even cleaning the washrooms, scrub the toilet bowls? Was he insane?
If you can't even do such superficial tasks, you can leave right now.
I don't need lazy and useless students, Xavier said. Young lady, do you want to play with me? You are still much too inexperienced.
Who says that I am useless? I will clean up and scrub now.
Grinding her teeth, Sarah grabbed the broom and mop and began to tidy up the room.
Sarah, how about we just forget about it? I don't think he is really capable. He is purposely making things hard for you.
Her two friends, upon seeing Sarah start to clean up the place, were shocked. Sarah frowned.
Both of you wait outside first. I've never lost before. Today, I have decided to go all out against him.
Her two friends understood Sarah's temper. Seeing that she couldn't be persuaded, they looked at each other and shrugged.
Inform Butler Wills. If the butler were to know that the teacher who scored 0 for his teacher qualification examination was ordering me to scrub the toilet bowl, he would definitely stop him. All right, let's look for him now.
Without any hesitation, the two of them rushed out of the academy. For Sarah, who had been a stubborn temper just like any other daughter of rich households, even though she had never done household chores before, it didn't take her long to adapt to it. Swiftly, the interior of the room became clean. Even the washroom outside was sparkling. Not bad. Xavier nodded his head in satisfaction. After finishing her work, Sarah looked at Xavier with a scowl.
You should be satisfied. You can now admit me as your student and guide my cultivation, right?
Your identity card? Disregarding Sarah's murderous gaze, Xavier casually tossed a jade token to her. Taking a deep breath, Sarah dripped a drop of blood on it, verifying their relationship. Now that she was on the verge of accomplishing her objective, revealing the true face of the man before her, Sarah suppressed the excitement in her heart and asked,
Teacher Xavier, now that I am your student, can you give me a pointer or two?
Display a fighting technique to me first, so that I can gauge your fundamentals. Xavier beckoned. Without any hesitation, Sarah clasped her hands together and bowed before executing her skills. The wind howled. Her blow was full of might. Xavier noticed that her blows were much faster and stronger than Rose's. It was apparent that she had put quite a bit of effort into her training. While watching Sarah execute her skill, Xavier's mind was currently in the library. As expected, with a slight tremor, a book fell from the shelves. Sarah Kurtz was written on the cover. Sarah Kurtz, the daughter of the city lord of Oxus City. Fighter, first level class pinnacle. Cultivation technique, white jade maiden skill. Weakness, 27 flaws. Number 1, her personality is rash, and she is easily angered. This goes against the white jade skill's nature of calmness and smoothness, so she is unable to bring out its full strength. Number 2, the book was just like what he had seen previously. It recorded all the flaws and deficiencies in Sarah's cultivation. After a short moment, Sarah had completed the entire punch routine. Clenching her hands, she turned around and sent a blow towards the rock pillar that was used for measuring the strength of one's blow. A set of numbers appeared on it. 242 pounds. Not bad, not bad. Xavier couldn't help but nod his head. To be capable of wielding such strength in her fist before coming to the academy, Sarah was indeed the daughter of a city lord, holding extraordinary strength. After executing her skill, her face didn't turn red, nor did she gasp for breath. Sarah turned to look at Xavier.
All right, give me some pointers.